Hey guys, Ashley, Harry, and Adam here to give you a presentation on what infusion pumps are. We're going to talk about everything from the past, the present, and the future, and how infusion pumps are relevant in today's medical world. A question you guys might have is, what is an infusion pump? Well, it's a medical device that's used to help deliver fluids, nutrients, and medication in general to the patient's body in a controlled condition. So that means controlling drip rate, controlling adverse events, all in this one device. And it's found in hospitals, nursing homes, clinical offices, outpatient infusion centers, emergency medical service vehicles even. So where did they begin? The first working infusion IV device was invented by Christopher Wren, involving a pig's bladder and a riding quill. They didn't really work, so in the 20th century, we could actually develop new techniques and new technologies that by the mid-20th century, infusion pumps had become a sight in hospital worlds worldwide. And by the 21st century, the development of smart pumps began. An infusion pump works by utilizing a mechanism called a peristaltic pump to adjust specified flow rates and maintain therapeutic infusions. Infusion pumps are more accurate than traditional gravity pumps and versatile in terms of fluid therapeutics and customizable to the patient. So there's desperate innovation needed for infusion pumps, as complications with adverse events are high, and that's shown by a staggering 35% of medication errors that end in significant harm that are the fault of IV infusion pumps because smart pumps are unable to detect dosing errors. These all can be solved with future innovations and more safety checks.
Used to administer critical fluids, infusion pumps will have a safety feature to help prevent pump failure for the patient's safety. In newly developed pumps, it has been specifically designed to alert users if a drug interaction occurs. So in the case of a hospital, due to large capacity of the patient, if something goes wrong with the amount of fluid one patient is receiving, loud alarms will go off to let everyone know what's going on and to stop it from occurring as soon as possible. To reduce the probability of the device failing, continuous trials and tests have been done on infusion pumps. The data obtained from these practices and interactions will help to improve the detection and the analysis and possible problems that can arise. Between 2005 and 2009, the FDA identified the most common issue with infusion pumps were the software defects, the user interface issues, and the mechanical electrical failures. In the following year, 2010, the FDA took 3 steps to improve infusion pump safety. One was to increase user awareness, second was to proactively facilitate device improvement, and third thing was to publish new guidance for the industry. Besides ethical and safety factors, the economic cost of infusion pumps is very important. Based on data collected from 2016 and 2019, predicted infusion pump market is supposed to be 2.1 billion Australian dollars. The global infusion pump market is expected to reach an estimate value of 13.5 billion US dollars in 2020, which roughly estimates to 19 billion Australian dollars. From the diagram, infusion pumps are largely used in pediatrics, neonatology, hematology, and gastroenterology. In particular, for pediatrics and neonatology, treating young children and newborns is very important and must be done with high accuracy. So therefore, the best technology and devices must be used in order to ensure a full recovery. In use of hematology, it will help patients with blood transfusions and medication. When addressing issues and disorders of the stomach and intestines in gastroenterology, it may take time for the medication to travel to the intended region, but by having the fluid directly inserted, it will help increase recovery time.
When it comes to infusion pump types, large volume infusion pumps use a peristaltic pump to administer therapeutic agents into patients. Patient-operated analgesia systems also use peristaltic pumps, but patients operate the flow rate. Enteral or digestive infusion pumps administer nutritional agents directly into the subject's digestive system, usually via the esophagus. Elastomeric infusion pumps use a mechanized ball that uses elasticity to control flow rates, and insulin pumps are automated devices that administer insulin directly into patients with diabetes. Although helpful, infusion pumps do have the chance of malfunctioning. One study found that 16% of devices malfunction during chemotherapy delivery for colorectal cancer patients, resulting in chemotoxicity. Another study found that 30 to 90% of US medical institutions failed to adhere to maintenance strategies. This can have ethical, moral, social, economic, and medical burdens on rural and urban communities if these processes are not maintained properly. The US Food and Drug Administration demonstrates several flaws of infusion pumps on the left, but on the right, as you can see, infusion pumps have a 97% level of accuracy when it comes to pain relief delivery, and furthermore, when cancelling out opioid withdrawals, it's 30% less likely to cause withdrawals compared to traditional methodologies, which indicates its clinical effectiveness. With COVID-19 increasing the demand for infusion pumps, the time has become more relevant now than ever to promote rational usage of these devices, which means ensuring necessitative therapy, deploying targeted therapies for those who need it most, and most importantly, ensuring staff maintain, monitor, and treat infusion devices sufficiently in order to maintain their proper functionality and reduce the likelihood of adverse medical events.